Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey, live in the D every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, here on WCHB 1200 AM and 99.9 FM with co-host Longhorn. Straight sports talk, no professionals here. Live call-in number 313-568-1200. And now, here's your host, Will Sims. Detroit Sports Jersey is representing the 313, the 586, the 734, the 810, and the 248, and the 517. Email us at info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. Follow Will Sims on Twitter at WSims66.
Focus right now is focusing on the Detroit Lions. I think I got my hands full trying to find ways to stay protected by Donkey Kong Sue and my fellow Auburn teammate, Nick Fairley.
Are you glad now that they held you out? I mean, do you feel better now because you've had another week to rest? Are you kind of glad that they held you out?
Did y'all hear that? Monkey Sue. Donkey Kong. I'm sorry, Donkey Kong. Well, they both still monkeys. Does it matter? Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, with L. Beasley and the Longhorn. Longhorn.
What's going on, Detroit?
All right, man.
All right. Will, LB, let's get it cracking. It's game time, prime time.
Oh, yeah, man. So much going on. It was a sad day this week in football. I want people to call in 313-568-1200. I mean, man, it's been just a bad week in football, just overall. Whether it's pro or high school, so much is going on out here. Jay Rule done got in trouble again.
Who you say?
Jay Rule, Jay Rule Campbell, the quarterback at Cass Tech.
Oh yeah, man. What's going on? I just don't get it. How can you have your future just handed to you, and all you gotta do is the right things, and then bam, you know what I'm saying? You're going to the next level, and now you risk just like what? Pick up football in the parking lot on Mack and B Wick, on Sheffield and Goldie and Charlevoix. What's going on with these cats? I don't understand. Like Adrian Peterson, what's going on with that? Because he put a switch to his kid, now he's in trouble.
I don't know, man. We're going to talk about that. We got the Ray Rice situation, Goodell, Roger Goodell. Man, it's like I said, it's just been a sad week in football for everyone. I don't know, man.
Rice is going to play again. You can mark my words on that. Write that down in history. I said it. Longhorn said that Rice is going to play again in football.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, Longhorn, but I'm saying he's through.
What do you think, Lauren? You think he's through?
What'd you say?
You think
Say that again?
I said Ray Rice is playing again. Will talking about he's through. I think he's going to come back.
I think that remains to be unseen at this point. I mean, I think it's still a little too early because we have to honestly see, I think at this point, what's going to happen with Goodell, which will determine a lot about what happens and how people look at him because, regardless of the situation, a lot of people are going to say, well, more than likely, if Roger Goodell handled the situation the correct way the first time, which is probably just suspending him for a year, Ray Rice could have eventually probably came back the following year. But now that he's suspended him indefinitely for his own ignorance, now we have a different situation. So I'm not going to say he's through, but I'm not going to say he's coming back either.
I think he's coming back. Or Will say he's through.
Look, he's 27, a running back. You can't take a couple of years off in that position. And matter of fact, that ain't even the issue. The issue is what team's going to touch him?
The Lions.
Don't put us in that.
The Lions take anybody, blind, crippling, crazy, 8-80. Go to the Lions.
313-568-1200. We'd love to hear your opinion out here, Detroit and Texas. By the way, as y'all can see, DC is not in the studios. He up at Syracuse in Central Michigan, which, by the way, Syracuse is killing Central Michigan at this time. And I hope DC is woke. Because I'm going to ask him about the game next week.
DC probably at the tailgate party. You know,
DC at home under the covers with Goodell. He didn't want to talk about the Baltimore situation. He ain't at no game. I'm calling him out. He ain't at no games.
DC, if you're out there, you can hear us, man. It's all right. It's all right. You know, therapy cures all. Just go get some therapy, brother.
I sent him a text. Right. He gonna tell me, well, I don't want to talk about that.
What you mean you don't want to talk about it, bro?
I don't want to talk about that. Then the next day, I'm going to the game. Okay, right. Wink, wink. Who goes to Central Michigan games?
I mean, go. I mean, I'm not gonna let you dog the Chippewas like that. I mean, not trying to be funny. It's not Eastern Michigan.
Oh, as a matter of fact, if he went up to the Michigan game today, he could have saved some money. He could have got a hot dog and a jersey and a pop.
Here we go.
T-shirt for $6. Oh, matter of fact, on what's that? Groupon. Is y'all? Am I saying that right? Mm-hmm. They guys selling tickets on there for today's game.
Wow. Well, maybe he's out there doing some on location reporting. So when he come back next Saturday, you know, he give you some stats and some feedback from the fans up there.
Let me go to line one real quick. See what this caller wants.
He said no.
Sorry about that. Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome. What can we do for you?
I was calling to make a comment about these football players being suspended and whatever. They're making too much money. As long as they're getting money off of them, billions of dollars, they ain't going nowhere unless they kill somebody.
Hey, you know what? I agree with you. Let me give you another perfect example. I'm telling you what the NFL is going to do, right? They got this breast awareness cancer campaign coming up. Mm-hmm. They're gonna march a whole lot of women out there in them pink jerseys and T-shirts to put a smoke screen up to try to say we care for women. But check this out, though. Wait a minute, let me give you another thing. They sell them jerseys for $100. Do you know how much money they actually give out of that $100 to the Breast Awareness Foundation?
How much?
$3.54.
Mm-hmm.
They throwing a smoke. They don't care about them. Whoa. How about this? We got a convicted guy that's playing football. Going to play against the Lions tomorrow. Greg Hardy. He beat his woman, and he's starting.
Right.
But they saying they care about your women. They don't care. Honey. It's all about money. You hit the nail right on the head.
Mm-hmm. And the other one about the man who hit his son, they have him back in May.
Oh, Adrian Peterson?
September, almost October. Now, what's going on with that?
All I can say is in that case, hey, my moms need to be locked up. I got a whooping when I got out of order. I mean, for real. Let's keep it real.
Now, we all got those switches.
we all had to go get them.
Mm-hmm. We had to go get them switches.
Okay.
Down on the big troop.
Right.
You know, what is your thought on that?
On what?
Discipline your kid.
Oh, I believe in ironing cords and everything. Switches everything myself. I don't believe in time out. I believe in time in, which I tell my grandchildren and great-grands every day.
You say
I agree with you, man.
You say you believe in ironing cords and everything?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's how I was raised. And I came out to be a wonderful person.
Exactly.
I think.
Well, see what the problem is. People try to mix abuse and discipline together, which everybody knows the difference. If you got common sense, you know the difference.
Right.
Yep.
You know. Okay. Well, we appreciate you calling in.
Okay. And thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day and keep listening.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Check this out. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back, and we're going to touch a little more on this, NFL situation, everything that's going on all week. Also, I want to talk about the, that was a disaster last week. Michigan, Notre Dame, Oregon.
You talking about Michigan State and the Ducks, LB?
No. She stepped away for a minute, but
she stepped away for that one.
No. All right, I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about that when we come back. Like I said, we got Lions, Tigers, Wolverines, and Spartans. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
Hey sports fans, looking for a hardcore site to share a hardcore opinion? Look no further than fansunfiltered.com. That's fansunfiltered.com. The locker room section has a variety of topics where fans like you and I can give honest opinions. We can debate on daily sports shenanigans without filter. Original articles, videos, polls, and a technical foul section that takes jabs at your favorite athletes to get your laugh on. Their goal is to become the one source for all of of your sports needs. Like them on Facebook and follow on Twitter at Fans Unfiltered. Let your voice be heard. FansUnfiltered.com. Hardcore fans, hardcore opinions.
Focus right now is focusing on the Detroit Lions. I think I got my hands full trying to find ways to stay protected by Donkey Kong Sue and my fellow Auburn teammate, Nick Fairley.
Are you glad now that they held you out? I mean, do you feel better now because you've had another week to rest? Are you kind of glad that they held you out?
All right, welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. You heard him. He called him Donkey Kong Sue. That's not right. Longhorn, you there? Longhorn, did you go to sleep?
Hey. Oh, no, I'm not going to sleep. Hey, it's prime time, game time at Detroit Sports Jersey. Hey, old Sue going to be captain against the game against the Panthers, man.
All right, check this out. We're going to go to line one. We're going to talk to Otis and see what he has to say about this situation. Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. Otis, how you doing?
Hey, fellas, what's going on?
I'm doing all right.
Brother. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about Cam, his little comments with Sue. You know, Sue's a bigger man than he can get by that. But what I want to talk to you guys real quick about, and I know you guys might rip into me about this. Okay. But let's just keep it real when it comes down to Ray Rice. Now, I believe we're probably all about the same age. I'm 41 years old. Now,
I'm 49.
Okay, then. You see what I mean? I know you've had one or two, maybe three ex-girlfriends in your life. Some crazy
this is going
ran up on you. You come on now. Now the way that video looks, now it does not equate for how he hit her. Okay, I'm not giving him no pass on that. But you could tell she ran up on him so calmly, violently, but you could tell she has done that before to him. You could tell that she has ran up on him many more times, and he's probably just shrugged her off, pushed her away, held her down, by his spleen. This one time, he just had enough. And you got to remember, they're in an enclosed space in an elevator. He has no room to run, no room to retreat. When them young girls come at you with them long nails, you got to do something. Nah, I'm not going to say you knock him out like he did. Nah, he was kind of wrong for that. But to a certain extent, in the space where he was in, I kind of understand. Me, myself, I would have just grabbed her, maybe threw her down to the ground or whatever. But I'm telling you, that girl raised up on him more than a couple of times. You could just tell.
Otis, that's no justification, my man. That's no justification for hitting your woman. He done threw millions. Now, you saying he got frustrated, he's had nowhere to run. How about running to the bank, counting your money? Now he ain't going to be able to do that? You talking about, dog, there's no justification for hitting a woman. None.
I tell you another thing there, Otis. You see the way he swung on it. He swung on her so fluently, so easily. I'm sure he swung on somebody before.
And it was her. He hit her before. It just got caught on videotape. I saw that wasn't the first time.
Listen, that first time, she ran up on him. He put his hand up, and she ran into his hand.
What video? Wait a minute, Otis. What video was you watching? I see him put her hands up.
Huh?
I didn't see him put her hands up for nothing.
No. The first time she ran up on him, he had his hand up, and she ran into his hand. She hit the wall, and she came back at him again, and then that's when he started to watch the video very carefully.
But you know what? You know what, Otis?
So, let me ask you a question.
Back, right? He should have ran away. He's a running back. He should have ran away. And it was all good to go.
Hey, Otis, let me ask you just one simple question before I let you go.
Yes, sir.
If that was your daughter, how would you feel? Would you still feel the same way?
Why you got
all right, Otis. Otis, don't get quiet on me now, Otis. You had a lot to say before. Otis, if that was your daughter or your mother, would you still feel the same way? Yes or no?
I would not feel the same way, but I would tell them jumping into a relationship, don't run up on no man. Okay, you respect that man. That man's mistreating you. You leave him alone, but you do not run up on no man.
All right, there y'all got it from Otis. Now we don't condone it, but Otis say don't run up on him. Let's go to line 2, see what William got to say.
Otis said he'd have been in the elevator with her.
Hey, William, thanks for calling Detroit Sports Jersey. Your comment, please.
Yeah. First, I got two things, man.
Go ahead, take your time.
First thing, brother, that this thing with these guys talking about not letting the woman run up on them and even hitting them back, period. You know, that's just insane, man. And it's totally shameful.
It really is.
Right.
Any guy, any male, you can restrain that woman without any problem whatsoever. I've seen, kids, restrain their mama from whooping them by holding their arms. You don't have to beat no woman.
Nope, you really don't.
Put your hands up. So there's no excuse for it, man. It's just totally shameful.
It really is. And then not only that, you got too much on the line too. Not only that, it's wrong, but you got so much on the line.
That's right.
People knock Jay-Z for not reacting in the elevator. He did the right thing, man. He got millions on the line. He ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's wrong also, but it's totally wrong. But when you got a whole lot on the line, man, the videos are, you can't do that. You can't do it, period.
It's shameful, man. And now, second thing, though, now here's a little food for thought, though, okay? Now, that we're constantly beating up, what we're doing now is beating up the NFL. The guy that's down there in L.A., now, it's the same scenario. This man was sitting on top of this woman, wailing away with his fist.
Oh, you talking about the highway patrolman that's beating that? Yeah.
That's what he's a white guy, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
So now if we're gonna raise all this ruckus about beating women and everything, batting women, that guy should be on the line too. But see, they're going after the NFL now. But so why aren't they, even considering the police department? See, what we're doing now is we're hurting, by going after the NFL, we're hurting black people that's the prominent athlete in the NFL, right? We're predominantly black.
True.
We're going after we're affecting their jobs. But we don't have a lot of black people in the police force.
A lot of blacks in the NFL.
Right.
So you're standing there not really investigating it because it's sort of like black on black crime, huh?
It should be at the forefront. If we're going to talk about, batting women, let's make it all inclusive. Not just the NFL. It's because that's just ridiculous. I saw the Ray Wright video. 10 times as much, and that's not exaggerating.
Are you still going to support? Hey, William, are you still going to support the NFL?
Of course. I'll support the NFL without question, man. Without question.
Yeah, you know what? Because think about it. The NFL, it goes to our own primary instincts of combat and aggressiveness. Just like back in the gladiators times, right? We read all this stuff about players and how they all in off field, getting in trouble and breaking down moral ethics and standards. But as soon as that coin toss is in the air, we forget all about all that other stuff.
Okay. All right, well, we appreciate you calling in. We keep on listening also.
Without question.
All right, you take it easy now. All right, thanks.
Take it easy, bro. Take care.
All right, I'm tired of talking about that. Let's move on to something a little more pathetic. And I want to get L. Beasley comments on this. And let's talk about the Notre Dame Michigan, the Michigan game last week. L. Beasley, take it away.
At this point, that was an embarrassing loss. Period. It's an embarrassing loss. I didn't have a problem with them losing. I wasn't even surprised that they lost. It was more so in the way that they lost. To get shut out, for that defense to, in its own way collapse the way they did, for the offense to collapse in the way they did. But the thing that really irritated me was not just the loss itself. It was the fact that all this week, going up to Ann Arbor for press conferences, that Brady Hoke is still saying the same stuff that he's always said. We ask him, how did you... how did you prepare for the game? Would you change anything? I wouldn't change anything about the way we prepare for the game.
Exactly. 31 zip, you ain't going to change nothing.
How do you feel about the team? Well, I feel the same way about this team. It's a good team. Well, what about Devin Gardner throwing 3 interceptions? Oh, Devin Gardner's our quarterback. Are you kidding me? I'm like, look, and it's not even about Devin. It's just about... I'm not hearing the responsibility, at least on Greg Madison's part and even Doug Nessmeyer's part. When we interviewed them, we're hearing responsibility. Greg took responsibility. You know what? That's my fault. I wasn't prepared for Raymond Taylor to go down, so I didn't even have an idea of who I wanted to shift in. Oh, Doug Nessmeyer, you know what? It's my fault. with the offensive line, or hey, you know what? I shouldn't have put Devin in this situation. I can at least take that. But for Brady Hoke as the head coach to constantly be saying the same thing, I'm still very happy with this team.
You know what? Brady Hoke does? He tells great cliches. That's all he do. He's in over his head.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He got to go. He has to go. Oh, they'll win today. They'll win today, but I guarantee you next week when they play Utah, they're going to lose. They going to lose. Yeah, Beasley. I thought your eyes got big over there.
All I did was crack my neck, though. Don't be lying on me. It ain't no cameras in here so people can see me. Don't be lying on me on air. I didn't say nothing. All I did was do a little twitch of the neck because I had a little crook. Dang.
Hey, Will.
We lied.
Hey, Will.
What's that?
She was thinking about that Spartan and them Ducks game. I told her.
Oh, no, not thinking about that.
Going to get blown out by it. That's what she was thinking about.
I mean, really, to me, that really wasn't even a blowout. I mean, that's just, that was, if you saw the whole game, you know the score didn't tell the story. That was a good competitive game towards the end. Oregon just took it over, and, they scored one last touchdown, so it looks like a blowout. But, that was a close game all the way up until, the end of the fourth quarter.
It wasn't a close game.
It was. Yes, it was.
I'm serious.
Yes,
if you watched the game,
had to watch the game.
If you watched the game, it was a good close game.
Let me tell y'all why it wasn't a close game. I'm tell you why. The first touchdown that they made on 4th and goal, that set the tone. And then not only did they make the touchdown, right, on 4th and goal, they went for 2. No huddle offense even think about going for 2. They just went for 2 and made that. So that let the Spartans know right there, this is our house. You didn't see that sign that says Giant Killers down the road when y'all buzz and roll past it. But you know what? We're going to let y'all play a little bit. We're going to build y'all confidence up, the confidence of the Spartan fans. But just like playing spades, and you think you can get ready to run to Boston, and I put that big joke on my forehead and say set book. You know what I'm saying? Same thing.
Longhorn.
But that's not a reason for that to not be a close game.
Halftime score was 23-11, if I'm not mistaken. Michigan State was up.
I get
so
what
that
you're
first
saying.
touchdown meant nothing.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you disregard what you're saying.
Score?
No, what you're misunderstanding is when I say it's a close game, I'm saying all the way up until towards the end of fourth quarter when Oregon scored that last touchdown, it was still relatively a single-digit game to a point where you were looking and saying, you know what, if Michigan State hadn't turned the ball over in their own or close to their end zone, it was still an opportunity. That's what I'm saying by close game. Blowouts to me are what we saw with Notre Dame and Michigan. To me, a blowout is when you see there was never a chance that you had a chance to win. This was a good competitive game.
Let me tell y'all a blowout I saw. 41-7. Longhorns got beat by BYU.
Yeah, that's a blowout.
Was a blowout.
Yeah, but Michigan State and Spartans in Oregon was not a blowout. That was a good competitive game that, obviously Michigan State lost at the end, and, they got to take responsibility for that, and they're using
Speaking of the Longhorns, they're in negotiation with Michigan right now to have to start playing each other in the future.
No, we don't. Please, we don't want to get.
Okay, first of all, Texas ain't all that now.
Look, wait a minute. The Longhorns, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, right from Jump Street, the Longhorns are not ready. They are not ready for Michigan. I'm telling you, they are not ready.
Now you're giving Michigan too much credit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't think
you giving too much. You giving Michigan too much credit.
We get a better head coach in this situation. You could say that after a couple of years, but I wouldn't say that right now. I mean, right now there are two teams who have a legendary history, who have great players who have went on to the NFL, and they're struggling. And this could turn into be a nice little Midwest-South rivalry once these teams get back on their feet. So actually, I don't have a problem with it because they're both kind of in that same boat. Talented guys, not necessarily, or at least in Michigan's case, not necessarily the right coaching, still rebuilding. But if they get their talent together, I mean, that could be a great rivalry that we look back in the same way that we did at Notre Dame and Michigan one day.
You know what, I'm going to say this before we go to a quick break. Michigan getting what they deserve. They ran Lord Carr out of town. The only guy that brought you a national championship. Everybody got to coach like Bo. That's their mentality up there. Bo never won nothing. And don't get me wrong, I love Bo. I really did, but he won nothing. And that's the bottom line. They getting what they deserve. They fired Lord Carr. They brought in Rich Rod. That didn't work out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to do right fast, we're going to take a quick commercial break here. We'll be back. We're going to jump on them Lions real quick before we get up out of here. We'll be I can't even talk. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
Let me give you my prediction on the line.
Hey, sports fans, looking for a hardcore site to share a hardcore opinion? Look no further than fansunfiltered.com. That's fansunfiltered.com. The locker room section has a variety of topics where fans like you and I can give honest opinions. We can debate on daily sports shenanigans without filter. Original articles, videos, polls, and a technical foul section that takes jabs at your favorite athletes to get your laugh on. Their goal is to become the one source for all of your sports needs. Like them on Facebook and follow on Twitter at FansUnfiltered. Let your voice be heard. FansUnfiltered.com. Hardcore fans, hardcore opinions.
All right, welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. Longhorn, you said you was going to give your picks for this game Sunday. They playing at Carolina?
Oh, yeah, they playing the Panthers. I'm saying Lions 23, Panthers 17. And, here's my key to the Lions winning, man. They got, Carolina, they like to play that underneath game, the inside seam game. The defense, man, the Lions defense got to show up just like the last game. And those cornerbacks, they got to put a hit on them wide receivers as soon as they come off the line, just throw them off their game, right? And then they got to keep Newton from that outside line, man, because when you go on the outside, it's a wrap, man. He's going to turn it on.
What was your score again?
I say the Lions 23. I'm going to give it to the Lions. Lions 23, Panthers 17. So, last year, the Lions defense was 6. Well, after the first week, they're number 3. But, look who they was playing, so I really can't give too much credit on that. But I think with Sue back up in the lineup and Nick back up in the lineup, and Sue going to be the captain on this game, I think the Lions going to take this out.
Yeah, Beasley, what's your
Super Bowl?
What's your prediction?
I'm going to go with a close one. I think it'll be a close game, so I'm going to go with 24-21.
Lions?
Yeah, I say 24-21 or 27-24. Like I said, it'll be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Carolina's defense is stout, even though obviously Lions have weapons.
All right. I'm going outside the box.
Going Panthers.
I'm taking Panthers.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm taking Cam. I'm taking Superman.
I think you better go back in the box.
28. I say about 28-10.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know, brother.
That's a bold statement, but I get why you saying that.
First of all, I know y'all was hyped because they beat the G-Men.
Hold up.
Hold
up. Don't be quoting me, dog, because I ain't hype about nothing. I can't speak for Longhorn, but I ain't hype about nothing. Don't put me in that conversation, bro.
The G-Men, their offense was all jacked up. Eli, he looked like he was lost the whole game. Yeah, it's like he didn't even know the plays. He was changing the plays on the line, and then the linemen didn't know what they were doing. It made the Detroit Lions defense look like they were just crushing them. But their offensive line of the G-Man, man, they were shot, man.
Hey, LB's
they're going to get challenged. They're going to get challenged on the Panthers.
Hey, check WCHBnews.com. Is that right?
WCHB News Detroit.
Okay, there you go. So we'll get you there.
We'll get you. Go ahead.
You said that the Stafford that I saw tonight looked like the next quarterback to watch in the NFL.
Yeah, one of the next.
No,
one of the next. Are you gonna stick by that statement?
When I say one, first off, I think that's open for interpretation for yourself and anybody else who reads it.
Okay.
Some people look at it, I think, and they'll say, "Oh, you're saying he's the next great quarterback." No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's one of the quarterbacks. We always watch your Drew Brees, those Joe Flacco. They don't count anymore because we always watch them. They're our great quarterbacks. I'm saying he's that young quarterback now that we're looking at and we're saying we really got to watch you, man. Because I like what I saw, but can you continue it? Because if he continues it, now this is the Stafford that we all thought he could be and we knew he could be. If he doesn't, then we have our answer on who Stafford is and what he's going to be for the rest of his career. That's what that sentence was more about. He's that next quarterback to watch because now this is your year. Just like Joe had his year. Drew Brees had his years. And we're like, okay, Drew, are you serious or are you a fake? Aaron Rodgers, are you the guy or are you not the guy? This is Stafford's year where we're figuring that out, which is why I'm saying he's that quarterback right now, or at least one of the quarterbacks to watch right now.
Yeah, it's all to me. He's one of the quarterbacks, but to me, it's all about that offensive line. If you got an offensive line that just holds a wall up for you, that you got a lot of time to throw the ball, and you can be great in the NFL, but you need that line to stop that defense from coming up on you. You got to have some scramblability too. So when the line collapses, you able to take off out of that pocket and take it downfield. I think Stafford, he's real agile. he has a lot of moves back there in that pocket. So I think he'll be all right. He'll be one to watch.
I mean, I'm not saying the line isn't important because obviously it is. I just think that's not something right now. Unless, like I said, some injuries take place, which they do have some injuries right now at the right tackle position. Obviously, with Adrian Waddle being out and whatnot. But at the same time, I like to think that line is, like I said, over the years, that line in the last few years has really become very stout when it comes to protecting Stafford. And that Stafford showed against the Giants last week. If he needs to move out the pocket, he can. He's not Cam Newton. He's not Michael Vick. He's just a guy who, like he said, he understands, hey, sometimes I do have to go out there and make a play with my feet, and I can do it, but he still prefers to be that pocket passer. But like I said, everything is there for Stafford to succeed. It's just a matter of him taking advantage of it, and of course Jim Caldwell and Joe Lombardi putting him in a position to succeed.
I'm about to make a bold statement here, and I don't see if y'all agree with me.
Don't you always make bold statements? Like, why is that something new?
No, this is something.
Just say it.
Menzel, watch him. He can say Menzel.
No. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I know a lot of people gonna get mad at me.
What?
But in Washington, the Redskins, Kirk Cousins is better than RG3. I'm sorry, he is.
No doubt, RG3 is.
Do you agree?
Through, man.
I'll never probably disagree with that at this point. At least not right now, because Kirk Cousins has the intangibles. He had it at State. I think with RG3, he's never really truly developed into that pocket passer.
He sucks.
And RG, that's the problem.
RG, once he had that injury, that was it.
I don't even think it was the injury.
Mentally, I think he favors that knee so much, that leg so much that, I think that takes over his game. So, yeah, RG3, in my opinion, it's a wrap for him. I don't see it even down the road.
I ain't going to go that far.
I'm not going to say it's a wrap, and I don't agree that the knee injury is the problem. Okay. I agree mentally. I don't think he's ever been the same since that injury. But I also just honestly think RG3 was always going to have these problems at some point. Because, like I said, to me, he's never really been a true pocket passer. He's always had great arm strength, but he's always had inconsistent accuracy. He's always had an inconsistent release. And, I mean, those are the things, again, that are not going to get fixed necessarily just by him. I mean, we've seen it with Stafford. We've seen it with Drew Brees. I think he has the athleticism. He has the skill. But, again, I do think there's a mental crutch when he runs, but I think he has to develop into that pocket passer. Like I said, that's the way the league is now today, too. You can be athletic, but we already know that. We said the same thing about Geno Smith with the Jets. Yeah, you can be as athletic as you want, and you can be this guy, but you have to be able to throw the ball. That's exactly one of the reasons that we've seen Cam improve, because Cam understands I have to be that pocket passer as well. I can't just rely on the strength and rely on my athleticism. I have to be able to be a pocket passer. Until RG3 and guys like Geno get that, you're going to see them have their great moments, but you're going to see them struggle, too.
Yep.
Well, see, the thing about, I think, with them guys like the Cam Newton and RG3, I think the league was trying to change with that style of running back, and it didn't just work out. It was okay, flashes of it, but it just didn't take off.
And I think it takes away from what we love about football, which are true quarterbacks who have the skill, who have the intelligence, who understand the game and how to play it in that way. I mean, that's one of the things we love about football. It's not to say we don't like and enjoy our mobile quarterbacks, but our NFL shouldn't be based on mobile quarterbacks. I mean, like we said, that's...
Yeah, because once you take the running game away and you can't throw, you throw.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we're seeing in Washington. I think that's another thing that hurts them as well. They don't really have a consistent running game.
And that's what hurt the G-men when they was playing the Lions. The Lions took their running game away. They took their running game away, and Eli was like, "Oh, well, what am I gonna do now?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So once you take that out, that one-dimensional team, you can't be a one-dimensional team. Quarterback can't throw out the pocket, but he can scramble. But then he's scrambling east to west instead of north to south because he don't want to get hit. So I think old Stafford, I think he's gonna come into his own. But Will, I thought you were gonna say your boy Vic was gonna come back strong.
I don't know what's happening up in New York, to be honest with you. His days are getting numbered also, so what can you say? Unless Geno get hurt?
I think Vic is okay with that. I think Vic is at that point in his career. I mean, even when he approached the Jets situation, I think at this point he understands that.
Yeah, when he came in, he said he was going to be the backup.
Yeah, I mean, I think he understands that. I've had my great years. I helped to set the tone of mobile quarterbacks because he did. And I think his whole thing is now, I'm here to help this young guy move forward. And, we'll see what Vic does next because, Vic is one of those guys who could do some coaching. I don't know if he has interest in being a broadcaster or anything, but I think he realizes that, and I think that's good for him because so many guys don't necessarily realize when it's getting to that end point they keep trying to stay, or you do like Brett Favre, just come back every year and miss training camp.
Quit talking about Tebow like that.
You know, no, not Tebow. Tebow, I had a different issue with Tebow.
Hey, matter of fact, y'all know he's on Good Morning America now.
Tebow?
Yes.
He's got if he is over there, he got the smile, he has the look.
Oh man, but anyway, all right, we about to get up out of here. Nice being on here. Go ahead, Longhorn. Beasley, give you the final thoughts.
Go ahead, Longhorn.
I got to say, Detroit, what's up? You know, good being with you this weekend with LB and host Will. So don't forget about that scholarship fund we're getting out now, $300 at the end of the school term. Don't forget about it. More details to come. Longhorn out.
I think I need that scholarship. I got some loans. Can I qualify?
Family and members of WCHB don't qualify.
No, but I got a loan payback, man. Seriously stuff. No, the final words, man. Just appreciate the opportunity as always to talk to these great fans and great listeners, and man, just blessed, man. Like I said, covering the Lions has been great, man, this year, and this is just the beginning. So hopefully they get this win. If they don't, trust I will be right back up at Allen Park at the training facility looking for some answers.
Oh, yeah, because they got Green Bay next week after Carolina.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to say good luck to the Tigers tonight. Y'all go down there and check them out 7 o'clock at Comerica Park. I might be down there tonight. You want to come holler at me? You know, I'll be sitting in row A, seat 1. All right, until next week, we up out of here. DetroitSportsJersey.com is where you can go check out the shows where we upload them every week, and we'll see you next Saturday at 3 p.m. sharp.
Thank you for joining us here live on Detroit Sports Jersey in the D with your host Will Sims and co-host Longhorn every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern right here on WCHB 1200 AM and 99.9 FM. Visit us at DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk. No professionals here. Have a great weekend.